Transportation Committee on November 2nd, 2020. And the record should show that all members of the committee are in attendance and we have a quorum. We have the minutes of the meeting of October 6th, 2020. Moved by Member Thompson that we approve the minutes. Seconded by Member Friedrich. Is there any discussion? Questions? Very well. All in favor?
We need to do a roll call, Judge.
All right, we'll go ahead with a roll call.
Thank you. Member Martin.
Aye.
Member Johnston.
Aye.
Member Smith.
Yes.
Member Thompson.
Yes.
Member Wachinski.
Yes.
Member Friedrich.
Yes.
Chairman Casely.
I'm voting and I'm voting yes.
Thank you.
The minutes of the October 6th regular meeting were approved unanimously. We have bills and appropriations from the county auditor's office. The county auditor has approved all of the bills and recommends that the claims be granted. Is there a motion? Motion by Member Martin, seconded by Member Johnston. Is there any discussion about the bills? Questions? Hearing none, we'll go ahead with a roll call.
Thank you. Martin.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Wachinski.
Yes.
Friedrich.
Yes.
Chairman Casely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are there any members of the public or county employees there?
No, sir.
All right. We'll go on then to the motor fuel tax resolution on estimated costs. And Mr. Stokes, is there anything that you wish to say about this?
No, this is our typical estimate costs that we do for our some of our materials and a lot of our oil and chip work and that. And so it's maybe about 200,000 more than what it was last year with the increase in motor fuel tax. So this covers the salt and signs and posts and that type of thing. And then, like I mentioned, oil and chip work and some of our pavement preservation that we do along with that.
All right. Is there a motion? Motion by Member Johnston. Seconded by Member Martin. Is there a discussion of this? Any questions about it? I do have, Member Johnston.
Chairman, you can ask your question first. That's fine.
My question is, are the provisions of this resolution consistent with the the budget that we previously passed, recommended in the last meeting.
Yes, it is. It is consistent. The the total operation cost of the 1.792 matches our maintenance number that we have in the budget, and then some of the other budget items like the equipment rental that gets paid back to the highway fund is consistent and shows in both budgets.
All right, Member Johnston.
Thank you. I just had a quick question about salt. With salt prices being down this year, is there any way for us to stockpile salt if we end up with extra money for whatever reason? Or is this something that we expect that last year was more of a fluke because of the facility that was shut down in Peoria as far as the pricing?
Yeah, the pricing, I'm not real sure why it was so high last year. I mean, that was really significant. And what we usually typically do at the end of the year is we'll try to make sure that we're full with our storage. We can store about 5,000 tons. So we'll make sure that that's full before the winter's out, and then we have to bid it for next year.
Okay.
Hopefully next year, usually the way these contracts with the state work, they run a year and then we're able to renew them. And usually that they're not allowed to change the price more than 5%. So probably looking good the next 2 years as far as getting the cost down or keeping the cost down. And what depends on how the winters go between now and then will reflect that. But we always try to make sure that we're completely full before the winter's out.
I just want to make sure we're taking care of the roads for everybody's safety out there. So thank you.
Questions, further questions, comments? All right, call the roll.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Member Smith,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Member Wachinski,
Yes.
Member Friedrich,
Yes.
Chairman Paisley.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, the next item of business is the construction of a couple of joint culverts. Two of them, I believe, they're on a stream in between section 5 and section 8 of Bellflower Township, south of Route 136, a mile and about a mile west of the Bellflower Spur. Is there a motion with respect to this? Moved by Member Martin. Seconded by Member Johnston. Is there any discussion? Member Friedrich.
Yes. I was wondering is that a township road or a county road?
It's a township road, Bellflower Township.
So we're going together with the township on this project?
Yes, it's a 50-50 project. So since it qualifies to be a joint culvert that we do, we do a lot of these throughout the year, and there was this particular culvert had a culvert underneath the road, and then it had some extensions put on it, and the extensions were failing, and he had a big hole on the edge of the road at one time, but he filled that in, and so this is to actually replace the culvert, and so yeah, the county pays half the cost.
Okay.
Further questions? are the capacities of these two arch culverts the same or more than the 4x4 concrete box culvert that's in there now?
So it's only one culvert, and I believe that's the 66-inch culvert. The one culvert we're putting in it is adequate to the 4x4 concrete box culvert.
All right, are there further questions? Very well then, you can call the roll.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Member Johnston,
Yes.
Member Smith,
Yes.
Member Thompson,
Yes.
Member Wachinski,
Yes.
Member Friedrich,
Yes.
Chairman Paisley.
Yes.
Passes.
All right. The next item of business is a request for prohibition of parking on County Highway 21 on the Horse Farm Road, south and a little bit east of Leroy. Moved by Member Friedrich, seconded by Member Johnston. Is there a discussion of this?
So this is kind of a picture of the park area here. I think they have 2 soccer fields and maybe a dog park here. And so when they had games going on, people were parking along the road here, making it difficult to have oncoming traffic, especially if there was like a farm implement coming, and then just people getting on the road as well, getting in and out of their vehicles. So the they're actually going to expand their parking lot down here to the south to make more room for parking, but they just wanted to eliminate all the parking along the roadway on both sides.
All right, further discussion? I don't believe we have a motion yet.
Yes, you do. Friedrich and Johnston.
Oh, okay, fine. If there's no further discussion, then we'll go ahead and call the roll.
Member Martin,
Yes.
Member Johnston,
Yes.
Member Smith.
Yes.
Member Thompson,
Yes.
Member Wachinski,
Yes.
Member Friedrich,
Yes.
Chairman Paisley.
Yes,
Great.
thank you.
Thank you.
I don't believe we have any positions that have been filled in the highway department or any of the other areas that we are in charge of. So we'll go ahead with the report of project summaries, starting out with the Chenoa.
So the Snow Road project there on the Division Street is fairly complete, I guess. They're just doing some miscellaneous cleanup work, finishing up some seeding, grading, and that. The hot mix was all put in, the aggregate shoulders were put in, and we're going up there hopefully this afternoon to put paint the center line on it. And so that project turned out. We actually opened the road on Friday, and then we're going to paint it today. But so that project is completed. The Ron Smith Highway, I think we talked about that last month. That's all completed as well. This is the final dollar amount. So this project was about 3.5% over, because we had to do some additional patching there when we were working along the road and on where we did some widening to widen that road out. We had to do some additional patching, so that's reflected in that cost. And then The next project is Pipeline Road. And that is a part culvert. And so they're hopefully the next 2 weeks, they're gonna make some good progress here. They're planning on getting all the aggregate down along the roadway and then get it actually paved to try to get it open here in the next 2 weeks. So here's kind of a picture. You can kind of see the guardrail is on, that's the guardrail that's on top of the culvert, the box culvert itself. And so they're starting to backfill that. And here's just a picture of this is the east side where they have the apron and the head walls and all that's done. They got the riprap in place. And they're currently doing the same thing on the west side. We had to order some different boxes to miss the City of Bloomington's water line. So those kind of got delayed coming in, but you can see that there. Those 4 boxes were put in 2 weeks ago. And so now they're forming the head wall and the wings for that and digging out for the riprap. And then this is a picture of the road, and they're hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday gonna start rocking this and getting ready for hot mix. And then there's just kind of another picture of the culvert itself. So hopefully we can take advantage of the weather this week and knock this one out. And then the next project is Towanda East. And we talked about this one last month as well, but that's going to be the final cost on this contract. And so this was a little bit under from what was actually bid. So that's all I have for project updates. And if you guys got any questions.
Questions, anyone? Member Friedrich.
How's the new paint truck working?
We need to get training on it. So we haven't, since the COVID, they won't come down and train us. And so we just are going to finish in the old one. We're actually going to put it up for auction and sell it. And then next year.
Oh, I was hoping that you had that training and it was in place. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is.
Further questions? On the project in Chenoa, will there be signage indicating that it's a school zone and there's school crossing?
Yes, yeah, we actually put all the signage up last week as well, and so the school crossings and everything went back up.
So the signs are complete?
Yes.
All right, and are there signs also on the Towanda East Road on the south side of Towanda School?
Yes. Yeah, we didn't have to remove any of those signs since there wasn't a whole total reconstruction. So those signs stayed the same, but there is school zone signs there.
All right, thank you. Do we have any other business or communications? If not, then I do want to express my appreciation to all of the members of the committee, both the present ones and the ones that I've served with over the past 14 years. This is my swan song as chairman of the Transportation Committee. And next month you will have a new chairman and perhaps you'll be on a different committee or maybe you'll be back on this one. So I do thank you for your service on this committee and particularly for your cooperation with me as the chairman. So thank you very much. And we are adjourned. Member Thompson.
And at the time, you put in not only as a county board member, but as a judge. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are adjourned.